hurting. We have officers who are injured, who are in the hospital, and we lost one of our own.
Developing this midday, police in North Texas are mourning the loss of an officer who was shot and killed in his squad car overnight. This is video of officers banding together to pray outside of Methodist Hospital in Dallas, where he was taken in an ambulance last night. Shortly after the family got to the hospital, a procession led that fallen officer's body from Methodist to the medical examiner's office. We're going to take you out live to Baylor University Medical Center, where two other officers hurt in that shooting are being treated for their injuries. We've learned they were both rushed to the hospital from the scene in DPD squad cars. We do know one officer is in critical condition at this hour. The other is stable. We'll keep you updated on their conditions. Thanks for joining us this midday. I'm Dia Wall. We've had crews out at different scenes to cover this story since we were first called out around 10 o'clock last night. Here's what we know right now. Dallas Police Chief Eddie Garcia was out of town when the shooting happened. He told WFAA he was on his way home as soon as he heard about it. We're hoping to hear from him this afternoon. The city of Dallas has lowered all of its flags to half-staff, and the Texas Rangers, Dallas Police, District Attorney will all be investigating. The shooting happened just after 10 o'clock last night along East Ledbetter Drive in Dallas's Oak Cliff area. Police tell us that shooting led to a chase that ended more than 25 miles away in Lewisville. We have team coverage this midday at both of those scenes. Our Cole Sullivan is in Dallas, where the chase began, but we want to start with Natalie Haddad in Lewisville, where it all ended. Natalie, things have cleared up, but you were out there when it was very active.
That's right. The scene here is clear now, but it was just a few hours ago when the highway reopened after being closed all night. Just behind me is the scene where Dallas police shot and killed the suspect, who shot and killed one of their own in Dallas. We got out here around 1:30 this morning, and this is what it looked like. There were multiple squad units from Dallas police and other surrounding agencies. Caution tape blocked off the area where the shooting on the highway occurred after the chase. On the ground were an abundance of evidence markers where shell casings landed. Parked to the side was the suspect's car, and next to it was his weapon, described as a high-capacity rifle. This scene was the result of the suspect shooting and killing one Dallas police officer and shooting and injuring two others. Now, police say he tried to get away from the shooting scene, the first one, by driving north into Lewisville. Dallas police chased him all the way here to North Stemmons Freeway, where we are right now. The suspect eventually pulled over, got out of his car with his weapon, and that's when Dallas police shot and killed the suspect. Now, there is a long road ahead with this investigation. Texas DPS, Dallas PD, the Dallas DA, even Lewisville PD assisting in this. There is also a long road ahead for healing for the Dallas Police Department. And with that, I'm going to send it over to my colleague, Cole Sullivan. He is where this tragic and chaotic scene of events really started late last night. Cole?
And Natalie, from everything our sources are telling us, this was an ambush. A rookie police officer who just was out of training was sitting in his squad car in the parking lot behind me when the suspect came up and shot him through that window. This all unfolded around 10 o'clock last night. That officer in the parking lot here and didn't even have time to call for help, our sources say. A dispatcher heard something over the radio that didn't sound right and dispatched two other officers to this scene in Oak Cliff. That's when a firefight unfolded. The suspect shooting at those two officers returning fire, and you can see some of the damage in the light of day that appears to be from that shooting. A bullet through a window and some pock marks on the walls as well. We just spoke with the city council member who represents this area.
Here with an officer, with what information we have, seemingly in the vehicle taking care of city business that connects to the safety of this city, it's just mind-boggling that an incident like that would take place and that he was, in my words, murdered in the line of duty.
Carolyn King Arnold says one thing that makes this even more horrible is where it happened. The nonprofit organization at this community center here is called For Oak Cliff, and it's designed as a place of safety and hope for this neighborhood. Now turns the start of this horrible crime scene. In Oak Cliff, I'm Cole Sullivan.
Now, this shooting caused major traffic problems early this morning. Here's what it looked like on 35E at 121 in Lewisville, where that chase came to an end. The highway was shut down, leaving traffic there at a standstill. It has since reopened and shouldn't be causing any backups at this hour. Throughout the morning, we've seen an outpouring of support for the department on social media as they mourn the loss of one of their own. There are too many to show you, but we've seen officials in Arlington, Saxe, Little Elm, and so many more sending condolences to the members of the Dallas police and the fallen officer's family. We're also hearing from Dallas Mayor Eric Johnson this midday. He put out a statement saying, quote, "Dallas has lost a hero. We all grieve with the officer's family today, and we pray for a full and swift recovery for the 2 officers who were wounded." City officials tell us the mayor is isolating with COVID right now, which is why he has not made a public statement. The last Dallas police officer shot and killed in the line of duty was in 2018. The shooting also comes just weeks after the department marked 8 years since another tragedy involving their officers, an ambush that left 5 officers dead. It happened in downtown Dallas near El Centro College on July 7th, 2016. Brent Thompson, Patrick Zamaripa, Michael Kroll, Michael Smith, and Lauren Aarons were all killed when a gunman opened fire and hid inside a building for hours. He was eventually killed by a robotic device. Stay with us here on air and online throughout the day as we work to learn more about the fallen officer and what led up to the violence. We'll also bring you the Dallas Police Chief's comments as soon as they happen. Head to WFAA.com. You can also download our app.